Hey, my Padawans, good morning. Happy Sunday. So, about a month ago, I made a video. My sister gave me a 23andMe DNA saliva kit, and I spit in the tube and I sent it in. My sister wanted to know my ancestry. I don't know why. Maybe because she still thinks that she's my half sister. I'm having some black tea here, relaxing. So yesterday I received the DNA from 23andMe, and I've been looking at it, and I gotta say this is incredible. I didn't expect it to be this accurate. I've never done any of these ancestry tests, uh, and I'm guessing they took a little bit of blood out of the saliva to know exactly where I come from. There had to be a little bit of it in there. I don't know. I don't know how they decompose the saliva. Anyway, it's an amazing result. I was reading into it. There's a lot to see. Uh, I can't say I'm very surprised. I mean, I had an idea of my ancestry, but this is really, I mean, this is down to the millimeter, centimeter, to the micro midichlorian count. It's so accurate. I can't believe it. So I give it a 10 out of 10. I recommend it to anyone who doesn't really know. Now let's begin. I have AB negative blood, so I knew that I came from the Basque country, northern of Spain. And this is pretty accurate. I think they got it a little bit off, uh, but it could be that my family, my ancestors moved 50 miles down from the Basque country in northern Spain. Let's look at the report. So what I got here um, is mixed. I am mixed race, but I'm 50%, as you can see right here, I'm 50% European, almost 51%, mostly Spanish and Portuguese. So let's look at that part of it. It gives you a very accurate area of Spain, the Salamanca. Now, in northern of Salamanca, like over here by Bilbao, that's where the Basque country is. Uh, so I'm guessing my ancestors moved a little bit down from the Basque country to to be closer to Portugal, right? Because it does circle it right there. Let's read a little bit about it. You are connected through the shared ancestors to the people of Salamanca and the Zamora provinces in southwestern Castile and Leon, a region that is home to one of the oldest universities in the world, the University of Salamanca. Some of your ancestors may have lived in this area and may have relatives who still live there. So, yeah, I knew this because my blood type comes from the Basque. Again, it's about 100, maybe about 100 miles northeast of the Salamanca. So they got that right. Um, and then you can explore a little bit of my Spanish and Portuguese. Let's see. Just take a look real quick. I don't want to make this so long. Miller, your DNA suggests that you're 48.5 Spanish and Portuguese. And, it kind of, it gives you a whole rundown and you can read a lot about it. The volcanic wonders. Interesting that it tells you take Trisquiteo in Basque country. So I knew that I was Basque just based on my blood. Okay. Now let's go. I'm not gonna read all that. Let's go back to this. So basically, I'm 50% Spanish, Portuguese. That's it. Let's go back. Now, the other part of my genetic makeup is indigenous American, 21%. And I know this because I think this is from my mother's side. Now let's look at this. I've said that I had a lot of family in Mexico, and my father was from Guadalajara, Guanajuato. So that kind of fits. That's perfect. You can see in the map right here, the Mexico City is right there. The Mexican Volcanic Cordillera, West Central. So I'm 21% of that area. 22%. You are connected through the indigenous American ancestors to the southern Guanajuato, northern Michoacan, and state of Mexico. And so that's pretty interesting. I mean, I knew that too. Let's see if we can see anything with this. Explore your indigenous American heritage. Well, we're not going to go that far. Let's go back. So 50% Spanish, Portuguese, 21% Mexican, southern Mexico. Now this is the other 21%. That's the big one. This is the Arab Egyptian Levantine, Lebanese. I knew I was Lebanese because when people meet me, they think I'm Lebanese or Egyptian. I think I look more Lebanese than anything. The region bordering the Red Sea and the Eastern Mediterranean has served a crossroad of Africa for 100,000 years, and it goes on northern Lebanon, northern Levant, and let's see. So this is the part of me where I'm sort of Jewish. I have some Jewish in there, Lebanese, a lot of Lebanese. Okay, Palestine, close to Palestine, I think. You are connected through the ancestors of the people of northwestern Lebanon between Beirut and Tripoli, from the slopes of Mount Lebanon to the Mediterranean Sea. A Christian denomination rooted in Syriac Christian monk Saint Maron, today Lebanon, and it just keeps going. It gives you a good, a really good. Let's look at the map over here. Where? No, I think I was looking at the map. Jerusalem, okay, no. The Gaza, no. Palestine's a little bit south, but it is close to Tel Aviv, Jerusalem. It's basically Lebanon. And I knew this because my mom always told me that she had a Lebanese grandmother, and this tells me that this is what this tells me also. It does tell me that, and then all the other percentages, they don't really matter, you know. The ones that matter are the big ones: 50% Spanish, 20% indigenous Mexican, and 21% Levantine. The other ones, 3.7%. It doesn't really matter. West African, Nigerian, Guinean, East African. That doesn't really mean much. Everybody has that. So yeah, it's pretty interesting. They got it pretty good. I mean, they really got this right. Let's see if we can find. See if we can find. There was a part where it tells me the parental inheritance, and this is interesting because this is where my dad is the Spanish guy, and my mom is the Lebanese Mexican. So that's how I know that my sister is not my dad's daughter. You know, because her dad is not like 100% Spanish. So we don't have the same father, but we do have the same mother. I called her today and I said, hey, what do you, who's your, I mean, what was the ancestry for your dad? And she's like, well, it was North Sonora, Mexico. I said, well, it doesn't match my dad. Huh. So, so that's how I know that she's my half sister now. Uh, and again, she gave me the gift. Now, my mom is the one that had all the mixed races over there. That's weird, you know. And then you can look at the ancestry timeline. Uh, it's pretty interesting. Uh, it starts in North Africa, then it goes to Nigeria, then it goes to Germany, France, then a Jew. I'm a Jew, and then it becomes Indigenous American, and then lastly, I'm Spanish and Portuguese. I don't know how that works. I don't know how the timeline works because it would make sense to first be Spanish, and no, I guess I ended up being an Arab. Okay, so I'm basically I think this is correct, but every time some people meet me, they think I'm an Arab. I'm a Middle Eastern, and that makes sense because of my blood type, AB negative. I've always known that my cousin is Salma Hayek. She's my cousin. My mom hang out with her mom. They went to Vegas. I don't care. She's my cousin. It's not like I'm gonna hit on her. And then they give you the DNA painting. Pretty interesting. Here's the DNA painting. It's very mixed. Very, very mixed. So there you go. I mean, my chart, my pie is interesting. I mean, I was like I said, I already knew. I sort of knew, but I thought it was going to be a 80% Vasque. But again, it is this area where I'm talking about the Spanish area and Portugal. It's 100 miles from the Basque Country. So I concluded that my bloodline started in the Basque Country and then it moved to Salamanca, right? My ancestors then moved to Salamanca. Then they came to southern Mexico. Uh, and the reason I have the Lebanese is because there was a northern Spain had a lot of Arabs and Lebanese sort of invade northern Spain and mix with Egyptians. Um, when you look at Levantine, so when people see me, when people meet me in person, because I remember my uh, one of the girlfriends, she said that when she saw me, she thought I was uh, an Arab, Árabe, She called me Árabe. But it's interesting. It's very interesting. So anyway, I recommend the 23andMe DNA composition. All you got to do is buy a kit. You buy the kit. It's around $60 or $80. And then you send it in, and then you don't have to do anything. I mean, you could upgrade. You can upgrade. You got to pay extra for that. I'm not going to do that. With the upgrade, you can do a lot more. You can, with the upgrade, if, like I said, you could be like, who are you related to? Like, you could find who, like somebody famous in the past, a historic figure. You can find out if they were, if you were related. That kind of be interesting if I matched a historical figure. And then the family tree is also premium. How much is the premium? Let's see how much the premium is. Uh, I'll let you guys know how much it is. The premium is $125 a year. That's a lot of money, bro. And renews at $69 a year. That's a lot of money for. But I guess if you're really into this, into Ancestry, you would pay that. I'm happy enough with just knowing the my timeline, you know, my composition, all this stuff. All right, guys, have a great Sunday. I hope you enjoyed the video. Leave me a comment, and I will post the video, the original video where I send the box over to them, my spit. I'll post that down there. So now all the haters know where I come from. They know my heritage. They know my ancestry. So they can be hating a lot more now. See you guys later, and may the force be with you. Bye.